Hello folks, welcome to the Urban Rider Studio, where I have a helmet on this occasion from the Spanish company BYCITY. If you've heard the name before, you may well have seen their other offerings, either the Roadster 2 or BYCITY The Rock helmets, which obviously look very different to this helmet in particular. This is the Rider helmet, but they offer a lot of the same great value for money and quality of finish. This helmet then, at the time of making this video, comes in at £199. There is no question that is great value for money, especially when you consider it has an ECE 2206 safety standard. It's also available in 3 color options. You can either go for grey, black or white. The white is a pearlescent white. It looks really nice in the flesh. The grey obviously quite a muted color. And then you've got a matte black option to my left. It is a full face helmet. It's in the same sort of category in terms of simplicity and style to the likes of a Shoei Glamster, for example, or the Arai Rapide, formerly Rapide, now the Concept X. It has similar function to both as well. A little bit of extra versatility though, especially in terms of the way you might want to wear it, because this also comes with a peak, which you can either keep on or take off. Obviously putting that on does change the look significantly. You've got more of an adventure bike kind of a look on your hands when you do put the visor on, and obviously it has a practical application in as much as keeping the sun out of your eyes. If it is a bright day, it is a useful thing to have on there. It's also relatively easy to take on or off, and that obviously will mean that you can choose to put that on or off or flip between the two a little bit more frequently. Now then, let's take a look around the helmet and point out some details. It is a pretty simple shape. I like that. I don't want anything looking too complicated or fussy, so definitely a good thing. The biggest detail probably is this black stripe to the back of the helmet, which you'll notice more on the grey or the white, but the rest of it pretty clean. You've got a couple of vents on there, which I will explain. Starting with the shell, actually, it's also a fiberglass shell construction. Comes in 2 shell sizes, changing between medium or large. Actually does look pretty slimline and is pretty lightweight. They're probably even underselling themselves a little bit, because if I look at the helmet, it will tell me it's 1,400 grams, and actually I would say it's probably a little bit lighter than that again, because it definitely does feel light to handle. Now putting the peak on might make it a little bit heavier, but not significantly. Obviously on the inside you have a multi-density liner for shock absorption to make this safe. And like I say, it does have ECE 2206 credentials, so right up to date. Ventilation is key for comfort when you're on the bike, and I'm happy to report this also has plenty of ventilation across it. You've got a vent on the front there at your forehead, which you can open like so. You've got one at your chin, which you can open from the inside, and then you have exit vents at the back if I spin it around. One of the areas where I start to notice quality on my helmets is with the visor, because it's something you interact with often whilst you're out, and I like the visor mechanism on this. It is ratcheted, so you can lock it in certain positions. It's nice and solid, and it is injection molded as well. You can also go for a tinted visor, as you can see here. They are pin lock ready, so you can stick pin lock in this to help with it fogging up. I would always recommend that, because it will maintain the clarity of your vision whilst you're out. The other thing to note is that you actually have a lip on both sides, so you can do this left or right-handed as you're out, and that is a useful thing as well. When it comes to attaching the peak, they actually give you the Allen keys you'll need in the box, so you don't have to worry about finding the right set using your tools at home, but you can loosen it off as simply as this. What I like about that is that with the plate, there's no way of getting that wrong. It's not fiddly at all. I do like the fact that it's got 2 points of security on there, if you'd like, or fastening to the visor, and that means that it will be a little bit more secure. So I get why they've done that. You will get some where it's just 1 screw. So yes, that's a little bit easier, but there's no doubt having 2 screws on there will make it a little bit more secure. And there we go. So it takes a little bit of time, but it is really simple to do. So it won't take a lot of brain power at all, and you get all the tools that you need. And of course the plates just come off like so, and it does change the look. The lining is fully removable, so you can take it out and wash it if you need to. You've also got a chin curtain on there, which will help keep wind noise down. The liner is nice and comfortable. You'll also notice this soft suede section to the back there. That's very comfortable against your neck. And of course you have a double D-ring closure system, which is still the most secure method of fastening it around your neck. You also have recesses around your ears, so you can fit an intercom system if you want to. Those do take out, you've also got Velcro attachment, I think, behind them, so it's quite easy to fasten your speakers on the inside if you ever do need. And there's a decent amount of room to fit the cables and everything else that you might need to discreetly deposit within the inside. That's something that at this price point you don't always find. And you'll see emergency tabs on the liner as well, so it's a lot easier for the emergency services to take your helmet off in the event of a crash. As you can see then, this helmet lacks for nothing as far as practicalities go. You have pin lock ready visor, so it's not going to mist up. You've got vents on there for ventilation, plenty of airflow throughout. Obviously you've got a detachable peak as well, so a little extra versatility if you ever require, and it's all for the price of under £200. You can of course find links for this helmet in the description, where you'll also find our size guide if you need to refer to it. In case you're wondering, we found with this helmet, in comparison to some of the other BYCITY helmets, it's a slightly rounder fit, but still an accurate size. If you want to check our size guide, we do keep it up to date. So if we get new feedback from our customers, we do update it. So it's the most up-to-date place to check if you need. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below and we'll get back to you. And I will see you soon for more of the world's finest riding gear. Bye-bye.